You know, and you can see if you have a score of 130 being poor, 170 being perfect, that I would think that that 150 is median. So,
After you take the test, do you get like not your immediate score, but you get like an average of what it thinks?
yeah, you're going to see your verbal and quantitative scores on screen.
Okay.
We have to collect the scratchbook paper and shred that, but we let you write your scores down on a sticky note to take with you. So you'll know how you've done. As far as unofficial to official scores, those are going to be your scores. Unless we've noticed you cheating, or we filed a report, or while you were on a break you accessed electronic equipment like your cell phone or stuff like that. Just remember on breaks, break policies and procedures, I did not touch on that. You're allowed to come out during that 10-minute break, of course, and access your locker for food, drink, and medication only. If we see you access, and we have cameras, if we see you access electronic equipment or study materials, then we have to file a report. So that may or may not make you get a 0 for that exam. Also, they do not want you leaving the building. Now, our restrooms, our water fountains are just out in the hall, that kind of stuff. And I think that's to prevent people from going to their vehicles and accessing electronic equipment, maybe looking at questions, or answers. Okay. So those policies and procedures are explained during check-in, and it's a great time if you have questions or concerns. We do allow you to set water, coffee if you're early in the morning, little snacks. On our desktop, we can't have that stuff inside by the electronic equipment, the computers, so that if you think I just need to get a drink, just come out, get a drink, and right back in. That way, minimal amount of time is lost from your exam. Second of all, when you do take that 10-minute break, we have to have you sign out, sign back in when you finish, and go through security. So we are fast. So that's not an issue for us, but just know that those processes have, that procedure has to be repeated.
How's the room set up?
You have this big window where we sit behind so we can watch you. And then your back's to us, and there's 4 stations here, and then there's one in the corner a little bit, also has a big window. We only have 5 testing stations. Most testing centers have, I think, which I feel is very lucky. Most testing centers have 20 to 30 stations, so you're testing with 20 to 30 different people, all making noises, coughing, sneezing, for 5. So I think that's a great advantage.
And that they're laptops or desktops?
Desktops, they're desktops. And the keyboards aren't exactly silent, but they're pretty quiet unless it is real mouse. There's not anything we can do about that, but we do. I'm pretty strict about making sure that no other noises, like people are not allowed to read out loud or whisper, because imagine if the person next to you is whispering. Which we don't have that very often, just once in a while. And like I said, we do have other test takers in there, and you don't know who's going to be testing. It's not just all GREs. So there may be people, I think this is important. I always feel like I'm a long test taker, so when people are up and about and finished early, I'm like, oh my God, I feel kind of panicked, like, why is it taking me so long when they get this so fast? Realize that other people aren't taking the same exam, and they may just have an hour-long exam, and half of it's tutorial. So people will be coming, people will be going, but they're not taking the same exam. Okay? So that's a huge stress off of your shoulders, I think. When you get in there, my hope is, and I see it a lot, you just start zoning. It's funny. A lot of times people will come out and say, oh my God, it's that time already? Yep. So, probably make you more nervous. At least you'll know what to expect. We won't throw any surprises your way. So, is there anything else?
I don't know how much this matters, maybe just for my specific case, but when I registered, it asked for an undergraduate major or what a major we would be applying to. And technically our majors at undergrads is communication sciences and disorders, and then when we go to graduate school we do speech and pathology. So I put 2 different codes,
Okay.
and I didn't know if that would matter if our undergrad had to be the same code as our graduate code.
No, I don't think so. Now, when you do go to register, when you go to at the end of your exam to send your scores off, it will ask you if you want to send it to your undergrad. If you send it to your undergrad, that counts as one score recipient. So, my suggestion would be to skip that and go straight to your 4 schools and then choose that code that you need, okay? I think the undergrad is just a give me to people who are just going to go right back into the bachelor's, get the grad, and have a different code.
I wouldn't think it mattered. I mean, my minors, I graduated, I got my degree in history, and I've already been accepted to grad school with HHP, so
Right.
I would imagine that it'd be a different code. It doesn't matter.
No, and I don't think it matters either. Like I said, all of our scores go up to the grad school and the registrar's office. So they're all going to be put with your application anyway, matched by name, social security, and stuff like that. Okay, I don't know exactly how they match them, but something like that, they'll match them up. I think the other thing to do would be also to call the grad school. Once you receive your scores, like I said, give them a week to get those inputted, receive those, and then say, you can call them and just say, hey, did you receive my scores? Just follow up with all that, make sure everything's following in line for you. All right? Any other questions? Well, if you do have other questions, our telephone number's on that green sheet. Feel free to stop by the office at any time. Feel free, if you're going to be testing soon, to come in and just say, oh, this is where it's at. Oh, since you had a question about how it's set up, we can let you come and just look and see how it's set up, okay? We're very confidential in there. I would not be able to answer any questions about anybody else's exams, or if you possibly recognize the back of somebody's head, I wouldn't be able to confirm that or deny or anything. You know, just if you want to look how it's set up, then that's great. It's not a big space, but it's comfortable, that's for sure. I do have students who work with me, very, 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 very good. They can do everything I can do, for sure. Answer all those questions. Also, they'll be checking you in. I do security. So.
The test wise, do you see how much time you have left, or do you just
You do. Those are really good questions. So up in your upper right-hand corner of your screen is a little countdown clock. So during each section, you see how much time you have left in that section. If you're a test taker that bothers, you cannot see that time clicking down, you just hide it. It's just a click of that button, and then you can pull it up whenever. There are no clocks in there. You cannot wear watches. So that is your only reference for time. They don't want it confused with anything else.
And can you finish before that time comes up?
Best thing about computer-based testing is you get to move at your own speed. You start as soon as we can get you in there. You move at your own speed, and you go into the next section at your own speed. You'll either run out of time, use all your time, not use all your time. Okay? So sometimes we have people who GRE is a lengthy exam, so we don't have people who finish it like real quick. Some people use all their time, some people don't. Some people take a break, some people don't. And it's all up to you. So it's not like maybe when you took the ACT and you have to listen to people read and then it was time and you had to wait for other people to finish or not, none of that. Anything else? You're welcome. I'm glad you're actually. Any more from you?
I'm all set.
Okay, we're good too. Are you registered already? You're getting your registered. I think I already said that, didn't I?
Yeah.
It's getting late.